Good afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2014 built, first registered 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander hybrid this afternoon. Starting off at the front of the car, point out a few things here. Obviously the distinctive chrome grille. We've got high intensity discharge headlights, so you've got your headlight washers directly below, and then driving lights down the bottom with that nice chrome surround. As you can see, finished in a lightish colour grey, no real marks to point out anywhere on the bonnet or the front bar. Minor little scuff down the bottom of our bumper bar there. Factory alloy wheels with really good depth of tread in the tyres. As you can see, you've got your plug-in hybrid badging on the side of the car as well. Colour-coded exterior mirrors with our indicators incorporated in the mirror, and then chrome-outed door handles as well. Coming down the side of the car, no real other marks on the paintwork. We're probably filming this in the perfect sunlight for you to get a really accurate indication of it. No scratches on our rear alloy wheel either. And then as we move around to the back of the car, once again, few things to point out here. All of our chrome badging. We've got colour-coded reverse parking sensors incorporated with a reverse camera as well. And then our high mount stoplight in our tailgate also. A little four-wheel drive badge on our rear window as well. Just coming back to the driver's side for just 1 minute, just on this side of the car, we just simply release this little door here and then just flick that open, which is our charging point for the electric aspect, which we'll touch on a little bit further in the video as well. So back around to the passenger side of the car now, just to get the complete idea of the consistency of the paintwork and the presentation. Once again, no scratches that I can see on either of our alloy wheels on the left-hand side. And as I say, the paintwork presents in extremely good order. Originally a Mitsubishi Motors car, so of course you know it's been extremely well looked after. The other thing it does have, being the Aspire, is a factory sunroof as well, which we'll touch on a little bit further shortly. So back around to the front of the car now. So obviously being a hybrid, certainly a few things that are a lot different to a normal petrol car. It does have a 2-litre petrol motor, but also being a plug-in hybrid, I drove one of these cars for about 5 to 6 weeks and got a really accurate idea of the sort of fuel consumption and battery life. I was getting between sort of 48 to 54 kilometres out of a full battery charge. I was plugging it in at night time just on a normal 10 amp plug at home, and it would certainly charge fully overnight. So you know, if you're doing your little odd bits of running around town, chances are you're probably not even going to kick the petrol motor into use. So back around at the rear of the car now, also being the Aspire, it does also give you the electric tailgate as well. So a simple matter of pressing on either of our 2 factory keys twice, and it elevates the tailgate well up out of our way. As you can see, we've just got all the second row seats folded down at the moment to demonstrate how much storage you've got if you're not actually utilising those seats. Underneath our cover here, that's our 10 amp charger there. As I mentioned earlier, you know how effective they are to charge at home. And then of course it doesn't run a spare wheel, so we have our little compressor kit plus the actual liquid that will get us out of trouble in the event that we do have a flat tyre. We've got our cargo blind there as well, which just keeps everything concealed from view if we've got cargo stored in the car that we don't want people to see. Now, even if I do bring these second row seats back up into their normal position, you can see that there is still quite a lot of storage space in there as well. And also, just while I'm doing it, I will pop both of the second row seats back into position, purely to demonstrate to you exactly how easy it is to put back into position. So the other thing is as well, with the second row seats in the Outlander, you can adjust how far back they go as well. So depending on how your passenger wants the comfort, you can adjust them accordingly. So inside the Outlander now, on our driver's armrest are all of our power window switches and our exterior mirror switches as well. Buttons running along here, forward collision mitigation. We can turn our reverse parking sensors off, we can turn that collision mitigation off as well, plus another button to open the tailgate from the inside of the car if you wish. Traction control button there as well, and then this button on our left hand side just gives us our average driving consumption and reads us all of our information and so on. At the moment we're running purely on battery power. I tend to find usually the petrol motor will only kick in when you go in excess of probably 60 to 70 kilometres an hour, but as I mentioned earlier, ideal for running around town. Auto headlights and auto wipers in this particular model as well. And then on our leather wrapped steering wheel, the two paddles at the back here are for our regenerative braking, just to assist with the battery life when you're coming down hills and things. All of our cruise control settings here as well, and then all of our audio and Bluetooth buttons here. Moving into the centre section, one thing to touch on first, push button start. We've got our two proximity keys, and then we go to our main screen here, satellite navigation standard. We select reverse and brings up a really clear picture behind the car, so extremely safe when you're reversing and everything. We'll just pop it back into park now. Then all of our audio settings as well, eco mode, climate control dual zone air conditioning as well. And then down the bottom here, we can turn our tailgate, electric tailgate off if we wish to, and a 12-volt outlet to the left. Little storage compartment there, and then cup holders behind that. With the operation of our lever for driving and so on, push across to the left and up, which will select our reverse, and then across and down will select drive for us as well. We'll just pop it back into park for safety. Behind that you've got a button here which, yes, we can charge the battery when we're in motion. Obviously that will entail using the petrol motor, but you can charge the battery up. You can also put it into save mode as well if you wish to. Then you can see our four-wheel drive button. Just lift the console lid out of the way so you can see that easily. And then both of the front seats are heated in this car as well, therefore the reasoning for the perforated leather in the front seats. A little coin tray inside our console there, and then our auxiliary port and another 12-volt port there as well. Pop our little coin tray back in there, just put it in the right way, it's very helpful. As I mentioned earlier, we also have the factory sunroof, which is automatic on opening. So simple matter of just pushing on our little button there and it opens up for us. If we don't want it fully open, we can then go back to this way where it's in the closed position, or push the button up and it just tilts the sunroof up as well. So you've got both options there also. Now we'll have a scan around the interior of the car, paying attention to how well it presents. Only done 50,000 kilometres this car, so the leather, the door trims, even the carpets for that matter, are all in extremely good order. First registered on the 14th of July 2015, means it's under new car warranty until that same date in 2020, and we can certainly discuss options for you of extending that further as well. All of our service is carried out at the correct intervals every 15,000 kilometres, and we've gone to the trouble of doing an intermediate service when it came into our possession at 50,000 kilometres. So in summary, I hope this gives you a really good idea of our 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander public plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. If you've got any further questions, give us a call on 9907 0555, and be sure to watch the video regarding the premium mechanical protection plan as well once you've finished watching the video of the car.